Passive income is a regular flow of money that requires little ongoing time and effort to earn. You could be at the beach or having a sleep, and money could be flowing into your account rather than just going the other way thanks to bills and transfers. In general, passive income comes from putting something you own, property, money, expertise, that you share to work. The revenue you collect in rent, dividends, or ad sales are forms of passive income. Obviously, in these examples, passive income still requires some effort or labor, at least initially. And because of that, the passive in passive income is not really the opposite of active. Think of it in contrast to earned income, your 9 to 5 job. In Australia, there are several valuable sources of passive income, including dividends from shares, interest from fixed income investments, and rental income from investment properties. Passive income is an important goal for many investors because it can give them freedom to choose how they spend their time while still earning money. Overall, generating passive income only has an upside. The idea is to make money while you go about the rest of your life, either working at your job or, if your passive income is large enough, doing whatever you want. Companies that allow people to rent out their rooms or sell their online courses have made passive income more possible to more people. YouTube and other social media platforms have created a whole profession of social influencers who earn passive income from advertising and sales. So let's dive in and look at some of the options for creating passive income streams. There are many different ways to generate passive income, such as sponsored posts on Instagram, YouTube partner program, or dropshipping. But these ideas all require either upkeep or significant influence to truly make a difference. So today, I'll talk about my favorite four because they can be truly passive wealth creators if set up correctly. Number one, passive income from dividend shares. Investing directly in high quality dividend shares takes a small amount of initial research and can be highly rewarding over the long term. Dividend shares generate passive income by paying out a percentage of the company's profits to investors, usually twice per year. By selecting companies with a growing earnings per share or EPS and reinvesting the dividends you buy to get more shares, income can grow and compound powerfully over time. An added bonus of dividend income is the ability to earn franking credits, which can reduce the amount of tax you have to pay at tax time. Not sure which dividend shares to buy? No problem. Dividend focused exchange traded funds or ETFs can spread even a small investment across a large number of different dividend paying shares in different industries, which also helps to lower the risk through diversification. Number two, passive income from bonds or fixed interest. Bonds are a type of debt that companies or governments can use to fund projects. When you buy bonds, you're effectively lending money to the issuer of the bonds. In return for borrowing your money, the issuer, a company or the government, pays you regular fixed interest payments called coupon payments. And this is your passive income. The interest payments on bonds are generally lower than the returns on dividend shares, but they also come with less risk due to the predictability of the return. Also, if a company goes bankrupt, the bondholders stand near the front of the creditors' queue to be paid back, ahead of the shareholders. Investing in bonds can be done through big investment brokers or through an exchange traded fund that holds a basket of different bonds. As with shares, an ETF can be a great way to spread an investment across multiple bonds so that you don't have all your eggs in one basket. Exchange traded funds also make it easy to reinvest your interest payments to grow and compound your passive income over time. Number three, investment properties. Investment properties can provide a great source of cash flow in the form of weekly or monthly rental payments from tenants. Managing an investment property can be like running a small business if you do it yourself. Not only do you need to maintain and protect the property, you also need to find and manage the tenants. If your idea of earning passive income is relaxing at the beach uninterrupted, this might not work very well. One way to make investment property cash flow passive is to hire a professional property manager to look after your investment. This takes the day to day hassle out of the property investment, as your manager will liaise with your tenants, arrange repairs, and collect the rent on your behalf. Property management typically costs 5 to 10% of your total income. If you can't afford the huge cash deposit required to buy an investment property, usually 20% of the purchase price, a more manageable option might be to rent out part of your home. Renting out spare space, like a spare room, on platforms like Airbnb or Stays allows you to generate extra cash flow from an asset you already own. However, Make sure you research and understand the capital gains tax implications before going ahead with that. Another way to generate passive income from property is to buy shares in a real estate investment trust, REIT, on the share market. Your rental returns are delivered to you in the form of distributions, which is just a different name for dividends that's used in relation to funds, usually paid quarterly. The beauty of REITs is that it can give investors access to other forms of property investments that typically wouldn't be available to the average person, such as commercial and industrial real estate. In addition to this, REITs usually offer diversification across many investment properties in a single transaction. Number four, staking crypto. I'll talk about the very basics of what staking is, but from the perspective of the investor, if you just want to think of it in the same way you think about putting your savings in a bank account and earning interest, it's essentially what you're doing here too. Staking cryptocurrency is a process that involves committing your crypto assets to support a blockchain network and confirm transactions. It's available with crypto that uses the proof of stake model to process payments. This is a more energy efficient alternative to the proof of work model, which requires mining devices that use computing power to solve mathematical equations, like Bitcoin. Staking can be a great way to use your crypto to generate passive income, especially because some cryptocurrencies offer high interest rates for staking. Before you get started, it's important to fully understand how crypto staking works. I've done a separate video about staking Cardano specifically, which may be helpful for this. Most of the time, your coins are still in your possession when you stake them. You're essentially putting them to work, and you're free to unstake them later if you want to trade them. The unstaking process may not be immediate, and with some cryptocurrencies, you're required to stake coins for a minimum amount of time. The primary benefit of staking is that you earn more crypto. The interest rates can be generous. In some cases, you can earn more than 10 to 20% per year. It's potentially a very profitable way to invest your money, and the only thing you need is crypto that uses a proof of stake model. Staking is also a way of supporting the blockchain of a cryptocurrency you're invested in. These cryptocurrencies rely on holders staking to verify transactions and keep everything running smoothly. But for you, that could just mean passive income.